On the evening of February the 23rd, a time of prayer, confession and adoration was held at the house of St. Anne and Simeon in Jerusalem, marking the beginning of a journey that will lead some young people to participate in the upcoming World Youth Day in Portugal. This meeting is part of a series of initiatives that the Vicariate of Hebrew-speaking Catholics is implementing for young people, especially those from immigrant families in Israel. Father Benedict, head of Kehilla in Jerusalem, explains how this type of pastoral activity aims to support and strengthen the Christian identity of these young people, as well as increase their sense of security, which sometimes clashes with the challenges of the society in which they are living. It is very important for us that they grow up with this inner strength, feeling loved and important in God's eyes. The integration of Christian identity in the Jewish context is also important because even though they have Eastern facial features, they are Israelis through and through. They are not at all different from their classmates. They are just from a different religion. There will be 2 more meetings, one in May at St. Peter's Church in Jaffa and one in July at Deir Rafat. Catherine, one of the project leaders, tells us how right now she is helping young people pray and also play together.
We prepare our kids, parts of the kids, for the musical part of the event. We have some of the youth who are now already playing the guitar in the prayers, but we will also have a choir participating from the different cities.
Rievi also participated in this prayer time.
We have a meeting next week again. We will continue having those meetings to discuss about what we are going to do in the festival in July. Maybe more people will join us in our meetings.
An evening prepared with simplicity for the purpose of bringing these young people to experience God's love in everyday life, even in situations of violence and tension. We prayed before the cross and before the Holy Family. In front of the cross, we gave the kids a moment so that they could write down their prayers and address them to God. The theme of World Youth Day 2023, which will take place in Portugal from August the 1st to the 6th, is taken from the Gospel of Luke. Mary got up and left in haste. But youth ministry leaders, despite all the activities and assignments that sometimes lead them to be in a hurry, are guided by God's will. I think this is a good thing because when one prepares in a bit of a hurry, one can leave room for God to act. We feel like we're in control when we prepare everything in the smallest detail, taking our time. But tonight, God did beautiful things.